Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Niners are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And who's got it? The Giants. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Check.
To throw is Cousins. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To the air again, it's Cousins. The quick slant caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Here's Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Lance. And that's complete. It's Allington. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now out come the Giants. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On the move to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 36. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Cousins. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This defense for the Niners, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what keyed their victory? the pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And Lance's throw going into the hands of Williams. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Ready, yellow, 22.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lance to throw it. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And who's got it? The Giants. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this 1st half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the 1st half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Barkley, inside handoff. And down to the 36-yard line here. From the 36, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action, now it's Lance. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Lance now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now Lance again. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lance now to throw. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 9-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Cousins. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 56 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
off the play fake. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Dancing to his left.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
To throw, it's Lance.
He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Out to his left. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
From the gun, it's Lance. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got Bellinger. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and
10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, Cousins. He completes it to Beckham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action now, Cousins. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 66 yards on the ground for him so far. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. On 2nd and 2, Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll get this up near midfield, but then still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Lance going to throw.
Flush to his right.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On 1st down, Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To throw is Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Cousins over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Cousins. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So his 2nd field goal now here in this 3rd quarter.
The first one got him the lead, and this one adds to it, but by no means is this one locked down. This is very much anyone's game.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here we go. Change black.
Lance now on first down. Finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing on first down is Lance. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Now Lance. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, here's the option. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is incomplete. Desperation time here. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now. And he'll just get rid of it. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 31, Lance flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Bass is good. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
Quick slant complete to OBJ. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. To the air again, it's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Cousins. It's caught. Beckham. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's Cousins. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The big fella. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Bass on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 3rd and long for Cousins. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. One last shot now for Cousins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Niners, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Giants, They, too, will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.